Let's talk about Sing Sing. I am so glad I finally got a chance to see Sing Sing. It is one of the most heartfelt movies of the year. I love how this movie emphasizes second chances and rehabilitation because people do deserve second chances if they are inherently trying to make themselves better and do better. I love the importance that this movie puts on the arts and how it can help us express ourselves, how it can help us comprehend our emotions and use it as a way to define how we're feeling instead of these broad strokes of anger or sad or happy. It really helps you pinpoint it down to what you're actually feeling. And this movie tackles it so well. There's an interesting commentary in this film about if things were a little bit different when they were growing up, if they were able to express themselves, if they weren't just fit into a box. Some of these guys wouldn't have even been where they are right now. And the arts could have definitely helped with that. And it's so important for it to exist in our schools, in our society. And it really does help us create community and an environment where we can express ourselves. And that's where the heart of this film really lies. It's that community aspect where you can help to build each other up and not just be inside your own heads thinking always these negative thoughts, and help yourself express yourself and vocalize what you're feeling and come to terms with reality and never giving up. This movie has such a brilliant script that it tackles all these subject matters in such a insightful and meaningful way. I love how director Greg Cordar directs this movie. He really makes it intimate. It makes it into a kind of like you're in there with these guys and you're doing the process and moving along with them. I like how when you're inside the prisons, the shots are very close and narrow and makes you feel claustrophobic. But when they're in the theater and trying to express themselves and going with the process, it's more open and it feels a little bit free, even if it's just for a slight moment. People can't be completely isolated, and that's the importance this movie puts on. That isolated people tend to not be motivated people. They tend to be stuck in their own heads and stuck in their ways, and they don't have a sense of expansion. But I love how he emphasizes the actors in this movie, the characters, the real people in this movie. It's really humanizing, especially there's these monologue scenes where you get to see the faces of the inmates, and you really see that they're real people trying their best and trying to better themselves. And I thought it was ingenious casting to have actual inmates in this film that are actors, and it really had a sense of heart in this film and made it heartfelt and humanized a lot of these people. And it wasn't just like their characters, it made it seem like they're real people and gave this movie a sense of rawness. The musical score is subtle and understated, and it really drives home the emotional things that you're supposed to feel in the film. It's a movie that had you crying, laughing, and just having a good time, but also when things didn't go well, you were heartbroken as well. And I love the way that this movie ends on a positive message about to continually try to do better, that it's never the end. You can always be a better person. You can try your best and you will one day get where you need to go, especially if you have a strong sense of support and community behind you. And my god, the highlight of this film, and it's a travesty that the SAG Awards did not nominate this cast. I think this is one of the finest casts of the year. Everybody is just so raw, so heartfelt, so real in this film. Standouts are definitely Clarence Macklin, who does such a real transformative emotional performance that he's sort of the heart and anchor of the film, and you see him go from this like kind of quote unquote thuggish guy into something that's more well-rounded, more emotionally available, and more understanding and more empathetic. And I'm such a big fan of Coleman Domingo now. He's becoming one of my favorite actors. He's just a person that has this old school acting style that he really expresses himself. He's so charismatic on screen. He lights up the room. He brings a lot of passion and heart into every role, every dialogue, every speech that he delivers in this film. There are moments where his just expressions just break my heart watching him, and you can see that he's has a lot of respect for what he's doing here in this film. But overall, Sing Sing is one of the finest movies of the year, in a year that has a lot of movies that have left me deflated at the end, a lot of movies that are cold. This is one of those beacons of light that make you feel hopeful, make you feel great for humanity, show you the importance of art and community and second chances, and that these things are not meant to be taken lightly, and that people inherently want to be better and want to do better, and we should at least give them that one chance. Again, if you have not seen this movie, please go check it out. It deserves all the love and all the attention, all the praise that it's getting.